I've attempted like 20 times to actually finish and release a game with basically no success, so I decided to give myself one last chance. I've always fallen victim to scope creep, so this time I wanted to actually make something that was feasible to do in around a month. I've been playing a lot of the Source Engine games like Surf and B-Hop, so I wanted to make something with Source Engine movement as I found it really fun. I also played this game called ProMod a while ago, where you had these levels where you had to jump around and shoot bots. So my idea was to combine these two and have a sort of global leaderboard system where players could compete for their times. Now the first thing to do is to set up the Source Engine bunny hop movement, which is pretty straightforward. So now we can basically jump around and use A&D to strafe around and gain speed. I made a few weapons for the player to use, including a semi-auto rifle, an AK, an SMG, a USP, a shotgun, a sniper, and a sword, which is the sword from Berserk. I created a system where I could attach a node for each of the player's hands on the weapons, allowing me to play any animation and having the player's hands follow that node using Godot's inverse kinematics. After creating the weapons, I needed to create some maps, so I created this rooftop map, a subway map, some gray box maps, and a lot of other ones. Combining all these systems, I now have a level where I could run around, shoot some bots, and then finish and save my time. The times get saved to a global leaderboard on a server that I made. There's also some medals to add extra content to the game. I made a replay system so you could watch any player's runs and to also help me out in finding cheaters. Finally, I created a deathmatch mode, so I made a server browser and I made a deathmatch mode where you can shoot your friends in multiplayer with all the guns that you could use in the speedrunning mode. Then there was all the boring stuff like the settings menu where you could change keybinds, display mode, audio. I ended up releasing the game on Steam. It got quite a few players, which means I basically got destroyed by a bunch of tryhards. But I would call the game a big success. It's completely free. The link will be in the description if you would like to play. And thank you for watching this video.